do know your birth certificate is only an apology letter from the condom factory, right?
Been a minute, you know I'm on my grind. Pockets stay full of green. Green stay on my mind. Mama, I see you shaking it up in that corner while I'm blowing up on this marijuana. Yeah, it's been a minute, you know I'm on my grind. Pockets stay full of green. Green stay on my mind. I'm from the rock city, but don't rock with me. But you will rock with me when you see the blocks with me. Blow it up, the microphone. I'm sorry, people, I just tore it up. This board is up.
Did you know on this day in 1996, the Unabomber was arrested? Ted Kaczynski was arrested at his cabin in Montana. And extensive evidence, including a live bomb and original copy of the manifesto, was also discovered at this site. Indicted on more than a dozen federal charges, he appeared briefly in court in 96 to plead not guilty to all of those charges. During the next year and a half, he wrangled with his defense attorneys who wanted to issue an insanity plea against his wishes. But he wanted to defend himself because what he did, he saw it as a legitimate political motive in carrying out the attacks. But at the start of the Unabomber trial in 98 in January, the judge rejected his request to acquire a new defense team and represent himself. So on January 22nd, Kaczynski pleaded guilty to every last one of those charges, and he was spared the death penalty. He showed no remorse for his crimes, and in May, he was sentenced to 4 life sentences plus an extra 30 years on top of that. He died in his cell at the age of 81 on June 10th, 2023. Continue to rest easy to all those individuals that lost their lives in those devastating times, and continue to allow the families to heal each day that passes.
I was there when I needed someone who wasn't getting over you. When I moved to the side, when I moved on your mind, and I know what you're feeling. I'ma take you for a ride, let me take it off your mind, cause you know it's a secret.
We have a viewer, and the question goes like this. One of my friends has admitted to liking me, and she says she wants to have sex with me. I really care about her, and I don't want to turn her down, but I'm absolutely terrified of being that close to someone, especially someone who I'm not really attracted to. Me and my friend have been friends for years now. She's not the kind of person I would ever become friends with normally. After a while, she became someone that I knew I could talk to about anything without judgment. Recently, she sent me a message saying that she likes me. She's incredibly attractive to me, both romantically and sexually. She started going into detail about how she's fantasized about having sex with me, and I felt bad that she was being so honest with me. But she also texted me a few days later saying that she wanted to have, she texted me a few days later saying that she just wanted my sex, with no strings attached. I feel like I was forced to say yes, or she won't be my friend anymore. I need help. Before we start this subject, just know that sex is cleaner with a packaged wiener. Don't let a bad decision about sex change your life forever. Just know that children in the dark can make accidents, but accidents in the dark can make children. Look, I don't understand why you're going to go ahead and go through with this. Like, you said you're not attracted to her. You're basically just doing this or agreeing to this because, you don't want to lose a friendship. If you say no, yet you're having doubts yourself about how it's going to go and how potentially bad it's going to make you feel. Like check it. I think having sex with her when you're not attracted to her at all is going to do more damage. That's one thing. But hell, like having sex with her and you don't feel the same way, like that's not going to do you any good, buddy. Like none at all. Although she says she just wants sex and no strings attached, that can change lickety split. People tend to get attached after sex. I don't know if you've had sex before. But if you have, just know that majority of the people get attached after having sex. It's just how it goes. You should be honest with her and telling her, that you don't want to, but you have to frame it in a uber sweet way. Like you have to be nice about it. Something along the lines of this. Look, I like our friendship so much that sex would ruin it. Let's not cross that bridge. See how easy that was? Depending on how she's going to take it, it might cost you a friendship, but at least it saves you the messy. Like you don't want to deal with the messy. But, if you end up doing it and you guys end up sleeping together, like, how do you think she's going to feel after that? Like, dumbass move, bro. So I don't care what anyone says. Sex is a million times better when it's with someone you care about or someone you sort of care about. But you definitely should wait for someone that you care about if it's that important to you. Like, don't go wasting your nut on someone that you don't even think is attractive. Like, I am so against that. Like, so against that. One, you're not attracted to her. Two, this is like your best friend. And you're only saying yes because you're scared that you might lose your best friend. Yeah, I don't like the way this is going at all. By having sex with her and giving her what she wants will give her the wrong idea. I guarantee. Like, she has way deeper feelings for you than you do for her. She's attracted to you way more than you're attracted to her. Like, everybody would agree with me that this could end really, really badly. Like if you continue to lead her on. So like now, let's say if you were attracted to her, then I'll say go for it. If it's something that you really want to do, I would say go for it. But honestly, you don't sound like that type of person. And she sounds like the type of person that really wants something special with you. Look, just be honest. You at least owe the friendship that much. Like, don't feel pressured into having sex with her. Don't feel pressure into being intimate with her. Like, you should not feel the pressure at all. Like, imagine this. You do it, her feelings get hurt because you don't feel the same way. Like, can you deal with that? How are you going to act after the fact? Like, are you going to be awkward? Are you going to be weird? Are you still going to be best friends? Is this still going to be someone that you reach out to with no judgment at all? Can you continue to be her friend and not feel the way that she feels about you and you feeling all awkward and shit because y'all did the do? Like, will she even want to be your friend because you weren't honest with her and you let her on? Like, those are things that you have to think about. I tell people all the time, you must think down the road and choose the outcome that's the cleanest instead of thinking now with your penis. First time I ever had sex was with someone I considered a good friend. Like, it was so fucking awkward though. Like, after basketball practice, I lied where I was. Like, I told the girl I was older. Just a bunch of faulty information, a bunch of fraudulent information. So I'm about to do this, but at the same time, I'm keeping up all of these lies just because I'm a horny little boy.
Damn it, Bobby.
It was really awkward, and it felt like it ended way too soon. And I don't know if that was because of me or because of her, but that's neither here nor there. But like a week after that, she got back with her ex, and it felt like it was just something that I lost. It was something that I lost that it felt like it meant nothing. I didn't have sex for like a few years, but it was one of those things where I wish I could go back and change it because it was a good friendship. Um, it was something that I'd rather saved instead of, um, you know, fumbling it. But, it is what it is. You make these decisions and you grow from them. Um, I'm about to be 40. So, that's something that happened years and years ago. But I say that to say this, that if you truly, truly cherish this relationship, and if you feel as if this happens, is going to mess up the relationship, the friendship, don't do it. Don't do it. Um, Maybe you guys can be snuggle buddies, some shit like that. But you got to be completely honest with her, though. Like, you have to, because it sounds like she's being completely open and honest with you, sending you these text messages, telling you how she feels. And if you aren't giving her that same energy back, then it's going to be a problem. I'm telling you, it's going to be a problem in the long run. Um, you might be able to even salvage a friendship because she might value your honesty over leading her on. So, you want to think about that. If it doesn't feel right, man, don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Pity sex isn't the way to go. Like, if you're not attracted to her and you're afraid of ruining the friendship, then why risk it? Why? Nothing. Like, you're not missing out on anything. Um, you might have other friendships, but if this friendship is something that you don't have, what are the chances that you're going to find this friendship somewhere else? I guarantee you can find some somewhere else. But if this friendship is important to you, I promise you, it might take you a minute to find that friendship again. I'm going to give you guys some pointers. So when declining sex from friends or individuals that you just want to keep in the friend zone, here are a few things that you might want to think about. Keep in mind, the advice that I'm going to give you is for friends, best friends, close friends, someone that you really actually consider a friend, not some randos, because randos do not require explanation of why you said no to having sex. Point blank, period. You want to acknowledge the request. If this is your friend, at least acknowledge it. Politely acknowledge that person's advance with something like, thank you for inviting me, but no, thank you. If the request is inappropriate, you can respond with, I don't think that question is appropriate. And no, I do not want to have sex with you. Now, if they keep asking, if the request is more vague, like, for example, they say something along the lines of, don't you think I'm cute enough to whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, whatever? All you have to say is, that is not what this is about. Sex isn't what I'm looking for. But thank you. When you do say no, I feel as if you should at least give that friend a little explanation. Explain why. They are your close friends. At least let them know why. If it's a really good friend, like a best friend, say thank you for asking, but no, I just want to be friends. And I'm telling you, if these people are truly your friends, your best friends, your close friends, they will understand and they will continue to be your friend. Now, if you do consider having sex with this close friend, this best friend, or whatever in the future, but you're just not ready right now, say thank you for asking, but no, I don't want to have sex until I know I'm ready for that stage. After saying no, follow up with something positive. For example, Yeah, something like that. End the interaction gracefully. Have a good night. And just remember that you don't have to say yes. You can say no, male or female. You don't have to say yes. Stand your ground. Always stand your ground. If it's no, it means no. Remember, like, it is important to prioritize your comfort levels and your boundaries. You know, communication is key. Like, honesty goes a long way when it comes to maintaining healthy relationships. Like, real shit, I promise you. But if you ever find yourself overly aroused or horny, just know there are strategies out there that can handle those feelings as well. But that's a different subject for a different day. And that's a wrap for another episode of the Bobby Bands podcast. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I want to thank you guys for the support. Also, I want everyone to check out Mr. Windsor Williams. He received his Bobby Bands gear. Doesn't he look so lovely? But just remember, the best way to lead is to learn how to follow. Peace.
Damn it, Bobby.
Woke up in the morning on